even Raven King, like you just said it, right? Like every character can do 60 plus damage. So like if you go down a stock and they're at like, even if they're at like 90, right? Like just keep playing the game normally. And then the best way about it is that then that's like it's a lot easier for you to improve because you just know what you have to work on, right? Like if you keep playing the game normally, then you have no excuses of like, oh, I lost the first stock and I started like, fishing for a kill and blah blah blah. It's like no, I just kept playing and like these are areas I need to work on because either I got outpaced or I lost neutral way more or like I didn't take strong enough advantage of like the situations where like I hit them or something, right? Like I didn't take my ledge trapping far enough. I didn't. My juggling was weird. I didn't have good positioning. I got reversed a lot, or I like tried to go off stage too many times, and I like lost opportunities there trying to catch up. Like like there's a lot of different ways that you can look at it. When you just like get behind and you're like, well, I had to get the kill. It's like you really didn't because if you took the stock, let's say you lost your stock at 90 and you did like 50 or 60, right? Or like they did like 50 or 60 to you before you killed them. That's like one or two neutral interaction if you get the right hit, right? So like you're not that far behind. Like you look like you're far behind percentage and stock count wise, but like interaction wise, you're really not that far behind. Now if you're two stocks behind and you're at 90% and they're at like 40, well you got some stuff to work on. Right? Or they just had a good game and you had an unfortunate game. It's not always you need to work on some things. Sometimes like that game I just played against Void where he like SD'd and then I footstooled him when he was edge guarding me. Like that, yeah, I three stocked him, right? But like I didn't do anything significant. It was just a few mistakes, some unfortunate. Life goes on. Keep it moving, right? Yeah, those games happen. Sometimes the person you're playing against, like you gotta remember once you, especially once you start getting good, like they're good too. There's there's a reason that you're playing against them like deep into the bracket because they're good too. So they're gonna make good plays, and like you can't be upset that they're making good plays and stuff like that. Going to happen. Sometimes they have a hot game where everything they're doing is working out in their favor, and it's like they just played better that game. It happens. They were playing hot. You ever see Spargo? Sometimes Spargo legit is never wrong. Like they'll have 15 situations in a row and he's right on all of them, and it's like, bro, what can you do about that, right? Like, but then he'll play you next game and like he loses, and it's like, all right, he had a hot game, Same with like Light. Like some of them just have hot streaks. Like happens.